Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Rich Walsh, and we will be joined by Andrew Fillipponi in just a matter of moments here. Give us a call tonight, 412-575-2600 on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. So let's bring in Pony of the new Pomp and Pony podcast, which debuts.
Where is Bob? He's got a vacation day, Richie.
Debuts tomorrow. I'm back on Thursdays. Pony, it's me and you on Thursdays
okay.
now. You got the big podcast. I get to have you on Thursday here on the Nightly Sports Call.
How was Evan Washburn's hair? Did you guys compare in that little vignette you did?
Well, you know, a couple people said he had better hair than me. You know, what can I say? The guy has nice hair. Guy has really nice hair.
What'd you say to him?
Yeah.
What'd you tell him?
I said he has nice hair. He has good hair. So, hey, I want to know, why isn't it Pony and Pomp? Why is it Pomp and Pony?
Well, he's getting paid more than me for one, or at least I expect that he will. He's got way more seniority and way more people like Bob than me, Richie. So you take those 3 or 4 things, and I think it's pretty easy to figure out why he gets the top. Look at this. Look at Bob there. Bob looks like he's about 27 years old.
You guys look
in
great.
That drawing, doesn't he?
I mean, you kind of look like Grizzly Adams there, too. What's up with the beard? What happened?
I look like a Game of Thrones character.
You do. That you do.
Is what I look like there. I look like a guy that hung out with Jon Snow and got killed in like season 3.
You were on the wall.
A Game of Thrones, Richie.
In Game of Thrones. You were guarding the wall.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about your first guest on Pomp and Pony tomorrow. It drops tomorrow, right? That's how you say a podcast drop, right?
Well, we've got Jim Nantz tomorrow. And Bob was trying to get into really deep topics with Nantz. And so I said to him, Jim, I've heard that you carry around a piece of a picture in your wallet of a burnt piece of toast, because every time you're on the road covering Steelers games and golf tournaments and NFL games, you know, you go out for breakfast and you say burnt toast and it's not burnt enough. So you got to show the waiter with this burnt black piece of toast in your pocket the way you want it done. And this is a story, an urban legend about Jim Nantz that has been viral all over the internet for 5 or 6 years. And you should, Richie, he got so in-depth on toast on this podcast. You know, I thought I was a breakfast guy. I love a good breakfast sandwich. I don't know about you. Scrambled eggs, bacon, wheat toast. I'm a huge fan of that. But the way Jim Nantz talked about it, you would have thought, you know, he was talking about breakfast the way he's going to talk about Chiefs Buccaneers on Sunday. It was pretty cool.
I would really like to hear Jim Nantz describe his breakfast like he's describing a golf shot at the Masters.
He did.
He did?
Pretty much did. He did.
So we'll be able to hear that tomorrow.
You know, that's all tomorrow. There's more to it. There's an Arnold Palmer story on this podcast episode that I can promise you no one in Pittsburgh has ever heard before. If you're an Arnold Palmer lover like me, not just the drink, but the golfer, if you're a big Arnold Palmer guy, and I would imagine a lot of our viewers are, the story that he tells on this podcast was incredible. So that's just one of many reasons to listen to it when it drops tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'm looking forward to him talking about his par 3. You know, maybe one day we'll get to go out there and play it. I'm sure Bob's been out there 20 times already hitting balls at Nantz's house. But I do want to get into a little bit of football here before we take a break and take phone calls and get your opinion on Ben. It looks like they're going to meet next week. Ed Bouchette is claiming it's 50-50 right now. What do you think? I think it's more than 50-50 that he's coming back. They're going to try to figure something out. Putty, but I don't want them to do any kind of long-term deal with this guy. Either take the hit now or just cut him and go at Mason Rudolph. I think dragging it on, I've had people say, hey, let's do like a Bobby Bonilla type deal. Why? Why do you want to do that?
Well, I don't know who's telling you that. I'm not a huge fan of that opinion, where you spread out his money over like 30 years. I think that's pretty dumb. You know where I come down on this, Richie. You know, my preference is to move on right now. I don't really want to wait. There you go, our tweet of the night.
Yeah,
I don't really want to wait.
Furniture.
You know, there you go. Get the plug in for those great people at Tri-State Office Furniture. Look, You know, my preference would be to see what Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins can do. I brought this up on my show today, Richie. Nathan Peterman, do you remember him?
Oh, of course.
Do you remember how bad Nathan Peterman was for the Bills a few years ago?
Yes.
How awful he was, nightmarish, is what John Gruden said. Well, if not for those games, the Bills would have never ended up with Josh Allen. You think that's something they're happy about, that they had a horrible season in part because Nate Peterman started games and it gave them a draft position where they could get a franchise quarterback, a guy that beat the Steelers this year and went to the AFC Championship game. And it is in his early 20s, and you got 10 years of football to look forward to. So if that's the silver lining of going with Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins in 2021, I'm all for it. I don't think there's really high upside with Ben Roethlisberger as their quarterback. So I'm with you. You can't spread that money out or give them more money to play quarterback for one more year.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk more about this. Hopefully we'll get some phone calls. We have a bunch out there right now, so be back in a couple minutes. 412-575-2600. No lines up right now, but try to call. Maybe you'll get on.